The laughter came first, sharp and careless, echoing through the bright café as sunlight spilled across polished tables and glass windows. What began as a joke, a moment of privilege disguised as humor, would turn into a wound of regret that lingered long after the smile faded. By the next day, the woman who laughed would wish she could rewind time, because the broken single father she mocked had quietly changed her life forever. Before we go deeper into this story, if you believe kindness can change lives and second chances matter, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Life Spark Stories. Your support helps keep these real, emotional stories alive. It was late morning when Elena Cross sat with her coworkers, sipping iced coffee under the soft glow of a clear day. She was successful, confident, and comfortable in ways she rarely questioned. That was when she noticed Rowan Hale standing near the counter, nervously counting coins in his palm. His clothes were clean but worn, his face tired in a way sleep could not fix, and beside him stood a small boy clutching a faded backpack, squinting against the sunlight pouring through the window. Rowan apologized repeatedly to the cashier as he realized he was short, his shoulders sagging under a weight far heavier than money. Elena noticed the whispers, the side glances, the quiet judgment. Something reckless stirred inside her, the kind born from boredom rather than cruelty. She pulled out her sleek credit card, walked over, and handed it to him with a light laugh, telling him to take it and buy whatever he wanted. The words were playful, careless, meant to entertain her friends more than help him. Rowan hesitated, eyes wide with disbelief and embarrassment, but Elena insisted, already turning away as laughter followed her back to the table. She never expected him to accept. She never expected what would come next. Rowan took the card, not out of greed, but necessity. The day unfolded under a wide blue sky as he bought groceries for the first time in weeks without calculating every cent. He purchased school supplies for his son, Milo, whose quiet smile grew brighter with each item placed in the cart. He filled a prescription he had been postponing, bought clean clothes, and paid the overdue daycare fee that had haunted him for months. With each purchase, his hands trembled, not from excitement, but from fear that this small miracle could vanish at any moment. That afternoon, instead of hiding or running, Rowan did something unexpected. He used the address printed on the receipt to find Elena's office building, standing nervously in the daylight outside its glass doors. Security stopped him, but his determination carried him forward. He explained everything, left the card, and handed over a handwritten note filled with gratitude and shame, explaining that he would repay every cent no matter how long it took. Then he walked away, holding his son's hand, unaware that his honesty was about to crack something deep inside her. The next morning, Elena arrived early, the sun barely cresting the skyline. The laughter from the day before felt distant now. When her assistant placed the envelope on her desk, something tightened in her chest. She read the note slowly, each word heavier than the last. There was no anger in it, no entitlement, only humility, responsibility, and a fierce love for a child. She checked her account, expecting chaos, but instead found careful purchases, nothing wasted, nothing selfish. Regret flooded her in the harsh clarity of daylight. She remembered her own childhood, the quiet struggles her parents hid, the kindness of strangers that once kept her family afloat. She realized her joke had been a test, and Rowan had passed it with dignity she herself had failed to show. Elena spent the rest of the day searching. By afternoon, she found Rowan through a local community center. She didn't come with apologies alone, but with opportunity. She connected him to a job opening at her company's logistics department, helped secure childcare support, and paid off his immediate debts without expecting repayment. Rowan stood stunned under the open sky, tears tracing lines down a face hardened by responsibility, not weakness. As weeks passed, Rowan thrived. Milo laughed louder, stood taller, and the light returned to a small family that had almost dimmed out. Elena changed too. She listened more, judged less, and carried the lesson quietly into every bright morning that followed. If this story touched your heart, if it reminded you that kindness given lightly can still carry weight, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Life Spark Stories. And just before you leave, special request. Comment below and tell us what this story made you feel, because your words matter more than you know.